Okay, yeah. So you start collabing and stuff like that. How do you like get more serious with it, or how does that go?
I made a TikTok, to be honest, and then I was posting videos on TikTok every day, and then I started doing the sex ed content, and that kind of really took off. I'm also a massive football fan as well.
Mm.
My team's Arsenal. I wear the pendant like every day. It's just like, and then I didn't realize that that's something that I could also have in common with a lot of people.
Right.
So then I was like, oh, so I'd like tweet every now and again about it and like talk about games or talk about it on TikTok and things like that. And then the other thing I then was like, oh, I kind of want to start doing more artistic stuff again. So I was sitting there one day and I was like, I want to do so we do body painting. And I was like, I wonder if that's allowed online. Like, can you post that? Because I used to, like when I used to do it, but obviously now it's very different for someone who does OnlyFans who also does it.
But you can post that on Instagram, right?
I guess it
Sometimes it gets
depends.
taken down.
Oh.
Yeah, so literally, like I've done it 4 times now. I'll go to the Arsenal stadium, paint myself in the kit, and then go and chat to loads of people.
Wait, does
So
it not start melting off when you're outside?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're
No,
basically naked.
you just like you do sweat a bit. In the summer, it was quite bad because like you'd lift up your arms and like it was
Paint
just,
dripping down.
yeah, and then underneath the boobs
Oh, the
and like,
worst. Yeah.
but it for the most part it stays on. We did it in the rain and it didn't come off in the rain.
Oh my god, that's such a risk.
It's fine. Everything's covered. Like you've got like I think people assume that it's just my nipples under the paint. I'm like, why would my nipples be that flat? And I was
You
like,
put the
and
pasties.
true fans know my nipples are piers. So yeah, they're not flat.
Wow.
That's pretty risky, wow.
So just
Yeah.
being like, I feel like there's a whole genre out there, a whole niche for girls who just know about sports. Hot girl who knows about sports. Just you have a built-in fan base.
Yeah, it's well, kind of. I think really I get a lot of people telling me, "Oh yeah, like because you're a girl, you have no idea what you're talking about."
Mm.
But then when people see the interviews that I do and the way that I talk about it and who I talk about, they're kind of like, "Oh." Because I think a lot of girls do use it for like specific marketing.
Yeah, they're like
And
pretend kind of that they're fans.
yeah, and then because I remember I was trying to get people to do it with me, but with the whole body painting thing, and it was so hard to actually find girls who one supported a team and two actually wanted to be body painted in public. So it's just
So you always went by yourself like that?
yeah. So if anybody
And they'd
wants to
let
do
you
it,
in?
yeah, they're happy with it. Like every time I see the stewards now, they're like, hey Bella, how are
Wow,
you?
that's
And
insane.
I'm like, yeah, good.
It just adds to the ambiance of being at the games.
Yeah, it's
Right.
great. I love it.
So how do you find guys to shoot content with out there? Because I've seen that you've done a bunch of that kind of stuff, right?
Usually I'll get hold of people through like referrals from other people. Like I go off of like who's good to work with, how good are they like with the videos or like um that's and then I'll message them on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, and then I'll see if they're down to shoot, and then if they are, then I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this your first time in LA? So have you worked with any American talent or?
Not yet.
Oh,
So
really?
you guys are the first, and then
Wow.
I'm working with Dread
Oh,
on
Okay.
yeah.
Have fun. It should be fun.
start small and go from there, yeah?
I don't think it's small, no.
Your videos
Well,
don't look
no,
really
not-
good.
No,
not-
you're fine. I think you're yeah.
Oh, you're talking about me.
I was talking about you. I was like,
Oh.
it's a good bit of training before I go.
I thought you were sarcastically saying he was
No,
small. Okay.
No.
Right.
No, it's all right. It's just a bit of training.
Anything in particular that you want to accomplish before you leave this game? Or are you just trying to have some fun and make some money for a while?
To be fair, my main goal is literally just to be known by as many people as possible. Like, it's a very broad goal. But I think over the last couple of years, I've hit every goal that I've wanted.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I just want to be known.
Is there like a specific thing you want them to know you for? Like your sex position, like your head, like I don't know, your interviews that you do about or your sex ed videos.
I want to be known as like I've obviously now started breaking in, being known as like the Arsenal girl. And then obviously that in turn comes with the way that my arse looks as well. And like I'm like I kind of like that title.
Arsenal.
I
I
put
never
the
thought of
Arsenal,
that. Wow.
the arse in Arsenal.
And you guys
Yeah.
say arse, which we totally don't.
Oh yeah, you don't. You say ass.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
weird that there's a whole team after butts.
Yeah.
Called after
Oh
butts.
no, you know I almost got banned from OnlyFans once for doing Arsenal stuff because they thought that I was talking about an arsenal of weapons.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no, that's not what I was talking about.
Arsenal is a banned word on OnlyFans.
Well, because so they brought in these new rules about doing stuff to do with guns,
Really?
Yeah.
things like that. And then obviously an arsenal or an armory can be associated with weapons.
Yeah.
So they thought that it was like obviously the AI thing when they scanned through, they thought that I'd done something in an armory, like had an arsenal of weapons and like fucked my pussy with a gun or something. I was like, no. I was like, it's football.
Wow.
That's so funny.
So-
Social media leading us astray.
I know, but they're crazy. They're crazy.
That's wild. You ever have a crazy encounter with a fan?
I tell you what, I get a lot of my fans take pictures of me when I'm in public, and they'll just send them to me all the time.
But they won't say anything, they'll just do it.
Yeah, and it'll just be me, and I'm like, my posture is so bad as well. I'll be like, bent over, and they're like, oh, you look so hot. I'm like, I literally look like a gremlin, like a literal goblin, just sitting there. Like, I've had a guy send me a picture of me eating a burger, and I'm like, I hate this.
A guy
And
was
my
driving
body
his
pain.
car the other day, and I was in her car in the passenger seat, and he just took a selfie where you could see me in the passenger seat like that, and I was just like, "What the fuck, dude? We're in the car. You're supposed to, like, I don't know. It's just kind
Like,
of shocking."
beep, say hello. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't think he tried to say hi or anything. He just took a selfie.
And then send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so it's very strange. I haven't had anything too mad, to be fair, thank God. But I think also with some men, they do get kind of scared to say hello.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they kind of just like, you know, like they'll just kind of stand there and stare at you until you're like, are you all right? So
How tall are you?
5'4".
Oh, 5'4".
Doesn't she look way taller?
Yeah. Why am I like thinking of you as being very tall in my head? I don't know.
Loads of people think I'm really tall. I don't know. I think I've got these shoes on.
That is definitely part of it. Yeah.
But I no, because I thought I was taller for years, and then I went to the gym once, and they were like, "Let's do your measurements." Yeah, I go to the gym more than once, but it's like this new one that I signed up for, and they were like, "Oh yeah, let's measure you," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like 5'6", and they're like, "No, you're 5'4". I was like, "Oh,
I want you to recheck yourself. Maybe their system was off. I don't know. You've
no,
very
'cause I've done it
you
more than that."
You
after.
feel we could do a measurement test with you and Adam side by side in a
Well,
bit.
I was just doing the photo with you two, and in my head, it was like, oh, this girl's like extremely tall in comparison to Lena.
How tall
And
are you?
5'1".
Yeah,
it felt like a big difference, but I guess the shoes probably
Yeah.
played into it.
I can take the shoes off.
Oh, you can leave them on. I love them. I mean,
Yeah.
I know they're hurting you though.